Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Grow and Clip Bonsai for Seniors. My name's Tom Novick, and live tonight, right here from the heart of Brighton Park, here in the heart of Chicago, Illinois, we're presenting that famous singing group called the Little Darlings, singing their famous song, It's Only Make-Believe. Well, it is make-believe, because right now we're going to do our seedling, our cuttings from our pomegranate. And if you want to hear that song, those of you that are 39 and younger, you'll know what I mean. And those of you who don't, check it out on YouTube. It's sung by Conway Twitty, a very good song. But let's get down to brass tacks here. These cuttings were stuck in sand. Look at them. I showed you from the other video. And now we're going to plant them and try to make a forest setting out of them. Now the soil I'm going to use, because it's raining out and it's misty out and I didn't have a chance to open a big bag of perlite, and with this goofy arthritis in the foot today, not bad, but I can still walk. I had to do something different. I got 4 big bags of these feather rock shavings from Roy. So we're going to use 1 part worm castings, 1 part peat moss, 1 part feather stones, Micus and Azus adding to the planting. And here is what the feather stone rock look like that I'm mixing in. Are you going to say it's lava rock? No, it's lighter than lava rock. Very light. I'll show you right here. All of this is feather stone. This is a real heavy piece of rock. That feather stone is half the weight of this rock, all that together. So it's a good piece of rock to use in your bonsai trees. If you can't handle heavy things, try it out. So let's take our little darlings over here. They're singing peacefully. And let's see how they look. Let's see if we can get them out of the pot. Even this big thick one took. Look at that. So, let's see what the root system looks like if we can get it out of the pot. There we go. Let's throw this on the side. And you can see it's just pure sand. So what I'm going to do is stick it in water. And let's see how we can get the roots apart and everything else. Okay, girls, take it easy, take it easy. Now this is just sand, pure sand. I had to throw peat on there to keep, perlite to keep the night terror out. But look how nice your roots come apart by just rooting it in sand. Look at that. So, look, they come right apart. There's 1. There's our big girl. That's 2. She's the leader of the group. Okay, we got 1 that didn't take, but here's another one. That's 3. That's our small one. Here's another one. See what I mean when you do your cuttings in sand? Look, you just dip it in water and it comes apart. There's no raking, no muss, no fuss, no nothing. Look at this one. A nice little stem full of roots. And all these are the babies. Look at all these young ones that took. I mean, I got even this little stick took. So we can make a nice little forest scene out of it. The reason why I mix up my mix is because sometimes I don't have the right stuff to mix it with. And this way here, if you don't have the right stuff, you can always get it. So now we gotta take our girls and let me dump this water out here and rinse this a little bit. Now we're gonna put our little girls in here, our little darlings, and we're gonna put the little ones, the bigger ones here, and then the real teeny ones, small ones right here. And even our little baby one, look at that, it's rooting. We'll put her there. I mean, look how nice they look. Look at all them roots. Even that little stub grew. Sand, try sand. Look how easy. No more combing the roots out. I mean, give it a try. It's easy. You just gotta put the sand in the container like I did, wet it, and you got it. Okay, let's get this out of our way. Let's put the girls on the side right here. Let my hands get all the junk off. Now we're going to take our mix. Well, first I'm going to take this, we're going to use this big tray that I got many a year ago when Michaels had them on sale. They ran about $1 and then they went down to 50 cents. That's why I grabbed them. It's a nice sturdy tray. I got my screen on the bottom. So what I'm going to first do is take our soil and just put it in. Now, I ran out of worm compost. I barely had enough to put it in here. But you can hear how the gravel is. Well, let me show you how it looks. Right there with the pieces of Featherstone in here. Let me move the camera in a little closer. So this way here you can see what I'm doing. And I'm just sticking it all in. And now, I don't want to contaminate my beneficial bacteria. Wipe my hands, that's why we got pants. I know you're supposed to use a paper towel, but what are you going to do? Okay, so let's open up our Jesus. I'm going to take a tablespoon. We're just going to sprinkle it all around the bottom here. Just mix it all around so we get it all in there. There we go. Just get it all in. See it? And we'll give it another tablespoon because these are young plants. We want them to grow. So we'll just put it all in. Make sure we got it all nice and in our soil. Right then and there. Beautiful. Just don't be afraid to move it around. Now you get this from Extreme Gardens. You can get the free sample pack to try it out if you want. I think it's like $4.95 shipping, or might be up a little bit because prices go up, you know, postal. But they're always good. They're always fair. So we'll take another tablespoon of, I'll take our tablespoon of Micos and just put it all around our soil here, all around. We're going to have a living soil. Just put it all around. 2 tablespoons, we could put it all in there. Okay. Now, I'm going to say, Tom, there's no method to your madness of putting them in. Well, I have to put them in the way they fit. So we're going to try it out. Let me just get a little more soil and just a little bit of our mix and put it in. There we go. And now we'll take our spray bottle and just mist it in. So we get everything nice and wet. We're going to have a nice living soil for our little girls, our little darlings, our great singing group. Well, I better quiet. This way here you'll know what I'm talking about. Well, you got to talk to your plants. Give them a name. Give them a singing group. What the heck? You got nothing to lose. And they'll love you for it. So, pat it down. So, I'm going to put this one of our biggest ones, right about here. So before I do that, I'm going to have to start getting the soil ready. And just put it in about there. We're going to put it towards the edge. Our roots are nice and fluffy, fanned out a little bit. There we go. And we'll take our bamboo skewer and just ease them in. just to hold it into place. Let's see if it'll hold it in there. So far so good. Now here's our little forked one. You can see it's starting to get more roots out of here. So since this is one of the bigger of the whole singing group, let's turn our turntable around so we can get this into the corner. Forgive me if I'm in your way. Let me put her right there. Now you're going to say, Tom, why do you call them hers? Because pomegranates flower. And when a tree flowers, it's usually a female. Because females flower to give fruit, give off a nice offspring. Well, there we go. And we'll put a little bit more here. Okay, let's get some more. Hope I got enough. If not, we'll just mix some more. Now, let's see, we'll get another one. Now these are going to be a little top heavy, so all I'm going to do is cut it here, cut it there, so they are not that top heavy because we got a young root system there. Put them in the water. And we'll get another big one here. So we'll cut her back so we can at least hold her into the soil good. Now you're going to say, Tom, these are going to start to grow again. Well, sure, they're going to grow again, but look at the root system on her. I'm just going to cut her back just a little bit. Dip my scissors in. I always sterilize your scissors before you start something. And then I'm just going to take her and put her right about here. Maybe something like this. A little bit offset. So I get my soil. I got her roots fluffed out. Okay. And with these stones, we're going to just get it into the soil. I mean, the roots into between the roots. Same thing with our little one here. Keep her a little straight. There we go. Now we're going to take and we're going to cut just this one part off right there where we can have it. And then we're going to take this one off right here. Okay. If you got a little deadwood on there, that gives it a little class. Okay, now we got another big one. Look at a root system on this little girl. So now, let me take it off so it's not too top heavy. We're going to go about here. I'm going to put the cuttings in water. I'm going to get some more sand and see if they'll root at this late time of the year. And we're just going to give our roots just a little bit of a cut so we can get it into our soil mix. And this one's off to the side. So we'll put it with the bigger trees. Just like that. Okay, let me get the little one because I can put it on our roots. We got them fanned out the best we can. There we go. And then we'll take our bamboo skewer, poke it into the soil. Now don't be afraid to try one. If you can get if someone's got a pomegranate, ask them for some cuttings. Okay, girls, who else we got? Oh, we got a little baby. Let's plant our little baby first. We're gonna put her in the front here. Right over there, this way here. No one will bother her. Or better yet, yeah, we'll put her right here. No one will bother her. Her big sisters will watch her. Just take and give her a little bit. There we go. Got them nice and in. Okay, this little girl is hard to stand up, so let's just smooth the soil over. Okay, now here's our next biggest, our next tallest, I should say. Watch your language, Tom. You gotta say tall, not biggest. Incorrect English. Okay, now we're gonna take this, take her and just cut over there. Put her into the water too. And she's got a nice fluffy root system, as you can see. And let's go. And let's put her about, well, don't forget, when trees grow, they don't grow in a set pattern in the forest. Let's mound a little soil there, put her there. Put some more soil on there for her. There we go. Now we're just gonna dab it into the soil. Dab the soil into her roots, I mean. There we go, nice and easy. Nice and easy. There. And now let's see our other little girl. She's tall, she got a short root system. But you notice in sand, the roots don't break off. I mean, they might be entwined, but like in regular soil, when you stick them, you're going to have a hard time pulling them apart. And I don't use no screen in there because you don't need to. So I'm going to take this curlicue root off. Right there. Let's sterilize our scissors one more time. Okay, so this is this little girl. Let's see where we can put her because we got 3 more to put in. So how about if she's in the background taking care of her little sisters? So let's put some more soil in there. There we go. Let's put her off to the side. We'll fan her roots out the best we can. Put her in. There, right there. Now we'll take our skewer and just gently tap the soil in between her roots. There we go. Nice and easy. Pat her down a little bit. Make sure we can get them straight. And now we have another little girl here. And all we're going to do is just, well, we can leave that on her. I don't think it's going to be heavy enough, but she's got a short root system. We're going to leave that intact. There we go. I'm trying to look through the forest to see how we can put all the girls. We got all the sisters together. So she can come into about here, put her a little offset the best we can. And now we'll just tap her in a little bit. Now you see what sand can do. It's easy to root. And you can say, Tom, the sand runs out the bottom of all drainage holes. No. You put in a little dish like this, put water in it, put your dish in there, put the sand in there, and that sand will wick up water like you wouldn't believe. Okay, now we got another little girl. There she is. She's got a nice little root system. We're going to leave that intact. Now, where can we put her? Can we put her off to the side, into the middle here? Growing into the clump? Or should we put her over here? Growing off to the side, we'll put her root system out that way. Now we don't want to block her and we don't want to block that one, so how about if we put her back over here? A little off. A little offset from her big sisters and her baby sister, so let's put it right almost in the middle like. I think that would do her justice. Now, take some more of our soil, and I can't get in there with it, so we'll take our long spoon and put it on top of her roots. There we go. We got one little more root over here. We got to study this little girl up. Now, to name them all is going to be a hard thing to do, so I'm not going to do it. But they know they're the little darlings for me. Okay, now we got one more little girl left. So I don't want to put her all by herself. Let's put her with right about here, or we can put her right offset into here. That way there will cover up that bare spot from her other sister. So let's get some more soil here. Get a little pile up over there. And just put it in. Put her in there. Just like that. Now, I think maybe we gotta get her sister up a little bit higher yet. It's a little bit too far into the ground. So let me get some more soil here. There we go. And just tap at this into her roots. Like that, like so. Nice and easy. Okay, and keep her right about. Now we don't want a straight line, so we're going to take it off just a little bit. I think we can leave her like that and just put her over here and let the roots grow out, because you can see her roots are longer this way, but I don't want to cut the roots off of her because she's still a baby. She's still got baby roots. And so does her big sister there. There we go. And we'll just ease them in. Now you're going to say, Tom, you got to worry about if it's an odd number, because plantings are in odd numbers. I don't worry about that. As long as it's filled up and it works, for me, that's all that counts. I mean, you're the designer. You're the one that's creating your bonds. No one else. I know it's supposed to be in odd numbers, but we got to plant the girls together. I mean, they're a family. Now you can say, Tom, you got all that Azus and Mikus on the bottom. That's true, but I'll show you what I'm going to do. First, I got to get more soil into the middle there. And I think I mixed just enough to get it all settled in. So I'm just going to take our spoon in there. Get it in there. Right like that. Get everything the way we can get it. Right down in there. Just like that. Let's make sure we can get everything in. So there's our little trees, our little girls, and I can take, to cover up this bare spot right here, I can put a little featherstone in here. Now notice, because we're using featherstone, it's going to be a real nice lightweight, light pot. I can put that in there, but before we do anything like that, I'm going to give her a good soaking. But before I do that, I'm going to take some beneficial bacteria again and sprinkle some on the top so it all gets into the roots real good. Now we got it on the bottom, but it's going to be a nice little way of doing it. And you're going to say, Tom, this stuff's going to burn the roots. No, it's not, because it's a beneficial bacteria. It is not fertilizer. So I'm just going to put a little bit in. A little bit in around the roots. I want these girls to have a nice, happy home here. There we go, just add it in. Don't be afraid. It's not going to burn. It's only going to help. There, just like that. Put our spoon in the bag, in the bag, and then we're just going to seal it. Let's throw it over here for now. And we're going to take our powder and put it in. Just like that. And we got a little more soil to put in over here. There we go. Nice and easy. Then I'll take my little back scratcher that I got. I use it as a root rake too, and we're just gonna rake everything in together here. Get everything in. Everything nice and easy in there. There we go. We'll take a little more over here. So our little girl has some over here for her roots. Everything in nice and easy. Nice and easy. There we go. And now, well, I just mixed enough. Let's take our Micos. Oh, this is our Azus. So Micos is on the side there. Gotta be careful what I'm doing here. And we're just gonna take another tablespoonful and put it on our spoon. And just put it in around the root system real nice. Don't be afraid. Just get it in there. That's why I like these long spoons, because you're able to reach into your little settings. There we go. Our little girl's over there. I think we got it. Yes, I think we got enough around everybody. As far as I can see. Okay. And for our big girl, scrape the rest of the Azus off into there. Close our bag so we don't get infected. Well, I mean, you know, contaminated, infected and contaminated. Let's put a little more soil here. And now, let's take our spray bottle and just, we'll take the, how would you say, the tension off the soil. There we go. And take our little spoon, get everything into the mix. Make sure our trees are straight. Our little girls are standing straight, not crooked. We don't want them to get hunchback. There we go. Get a little bit into the root system on that one. Right there, I think we got a nice little forest. And the girls are all happy together. We got a nice singing group here, the Little Darlings. Okay, now we'll get our bottle here and let's just water it in real good so we can settle the soil in. And then whatever trees are just a little bit crooked, we'll just straighten them out. Now see how the WD-40 takes care of our turntable? Helps it to turn real good. Look at that. All our beneficial bacteria is into the soil nice. Take our little girls and just firm them in. There we go. Supposed to have a good storm tonight, so I'm not going to stick the girls out because I don't want them to get toppled over. And then tonight I'm going to have to get, when I do take them out, I'm going to have to cover the top with perlite because I know those night terrors are out there and I don't want them to start digging into the soil here. Okay, we still have some soil left. Let's put it in and around whatever vacancies we got here. Right there, put some on our beneficial bacteria so I know it's into the soil real nice. The roots will love it. And we'll see how many of the girls survive. Hopefully they all survive because they survive together in the sand. And all I did was give them an organic fertilizer. Now after about a week, I'm going to give them an 022 or an 021 organic fertilizer from Dr. Earth because I don't want them to start putting out growth. I want them to grow roots. And so there's no nitrogen in the fertilizer, and that's good because you want your roots to grow. And once the roots start growing and the tree starts growing, then you can start giving it a little bit of nitrogen. But I know it's the end of the season. That's why I got our fall display over there. And thanks to Scott Wondard from Let's Do Bonsai, I got it in his little glass jar with some Peace River gravel in there. So there we go. Look at that. Use sand for rooting. Look how nice the roots come apart and you don't have to sit there and comb them. I mean, for little seedlings, it's good because this way here they don't damage any of the roots because they're young. There we go. Nice and easy. Just use up all the soil in there. Get rid of all the holes or anything else that's sunk in a little bit. Just like that. All our beneficial bacteria is covered. We'll give it another squirt because none of the water ran out yet. Let's turn it. We'll go the opposite way so the girls don't get dizzy. There we go. Look how nice. See? There's our little forest. Right there. Now let's see if I can throw a couple of rocks there. Just to be different, just to make it look good. And to keep the night terror out. But these things are light. It's like holding a sheet of paper in your hand. Not even that, because the paper's probably heavier than the rock. I don't think so, but just saying. So I'll put our rocks in there. Let's see if I can find another small one here. Let's put it in the back. That's the top part there. Now we're not worried about burying it in, we're just giving it a little structure. Just something like that. So how many trees? Okay, people want to know how many trees we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trees. There you go. There's our little darlings. Right here from Brighton Park in Chicago, Illinois. There's our little girls. So don't be afraid to try it. And it's lightweight with the feather rock in there. Like that. I know they're a little bit. Press the soil in just a little bit more. Like I said, it's going to sit in the basement. Maybe I'll leave it in there till Sunday. This way here. They'll get their roots established. And remember, it's late in the evening. And when you do it this way in the evening, your roots are not under stress. Your plant's not under stress. So there we go. There's our little darlings. Our little dwarf pomegranate seed, cuttings that we took. So, whoops, we got a little bit on the top of her. By the time you're saying you're not going to dip it with lipstick, no, we don't have to because they're less than a pencil thickness. So when they dry, all the perlite will fall off. But I'm going to have to put perlite in here anyway to keep the night terror out when I put it in a nice shaded location for them to get them going. So there you go.